Welcome to DeFi Crypto, today's Crypto Daily News. It's going to be a short episode today. I have an appointment in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to try to make it short, and tomorrow we'll make it a bit longer, hopefully. All right. First of all, big thank you to my new followers on Twitter. We're finally over 3,000 followers on Twitter, which is totally great. Thank you very much. So as always, if you want to contact me directly, you can DM me at DeFi Crypto T on Twitter. That's usually the best way to contact me direct. All right. Let's have a look at the news. This is interesting. Binance is now created Befinity, which is a new payment method to help people go from fiat to crypto. All right. So they want to help businesses become crypto ready, they say, which is quite interesting. So Befinity was officially established last year, and which was launched on Monday. It supports 50 cryptocurrencies and all major payment methods, including Visa and MasterCard. Welcome, everybody. I'll answer in the second half of the video today. It's going to be a little bit short because I have an appointment in about 40 minutes, so we're going to make the video shorter today. Merchants will be able to use Befinity's API to get their business crypto ready, enabling them to accept payments in crypto. They also entered into a partnership with publicly traded digital asset financial provider firm Econex. It's a Q. Advancing $36 million convertible loan. So it was the first crypto custody firm to win regulatory approval in the UK's Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA. So it's a big step to help people get on board crypto, especially businesses, to accept crypto. The FCA had previously voiced concerns about Binance. We remember last year just about every government in the world was against Binance because of regulation issues. Mostly it was because of Binance introduced some synthetic assets like synthetic Apple shares, Tesla shares, and stuff like that. And a lot of regulators took umbrage at this. Didn't like the idea that, oh my God, people could trade crypto based on stocks without having 2,000 pages of regulations. Hey, you can't have that. So, and also they don't like perpetual protocols and futures trading on Binance and all that jazz. So everybody was like hitting on Binance's head. And Binance is still number one, so it doesn't matter really to them. They can live without those governments. Don't worry. So the FCA did not have powers to assess the fitness and propriety of the new beneficial owners or to change it in control before the transaction was completed. They said. So we'll see. Hopefully, there's going to be some clarity with the FCA here, and hopefully this project is going to stick. But it's still interesting. Talking about more regulations, well, the Democrats are anti-crypto. I don't know why. I think personally that crypto helps regular people invest and make money. So I don't know. It seems that Republicans in the U.S. are a little bit more favorable to crypto in general. But the Biden administration, not so much. However, there is one guy, Senator Ron Wyden, who's a Democrat, who really likes crypto, and he's fighting pretty hard on the crypto side to help mitigate the negative view of crypto amongst other senators, especially Ms. Warren, Elizabeth Warren here. She just wants to eliminate crypto entirely. She hates Bitcoin. She doesn't. I don't think she understands it. If she would, I think she would change her mind. But she's very anti-crypto right now. Not a good idea. So at least there is, one Democrat senator that's on our side. We'll see if that helps or not. And yeah, definitely they're using the Ukraine war to justify very tough regulations for crypto, of course. Why not? In other news, welcome everybody. I'll answer the questions in the second half of the video. The video is going to be a little bit short today. Apparently Steve Wozniak is very positive about Bitcoin. He's got his own cryptocurrency project, apparently. I tried to find it. There's not much information I could find. But at least he's very vocal about this, and that's good news, because he's quite famous. A lot of people like him and so on. So yeah, definitely a good thing. Now Coinbase is blocking addresses linked to illicit Russian activity. 25,000. Does Russia have that many friends that are doing bad things against Ukraine? That sounds like too much to me. Doesn't make sense to me. They're probably just blocking every single Russian address they've got in their database. That's what I'm thinking. And again, I don't like that. I really don't like that. I mean, regular Russians that don't like the war and that are not involved, okay, should have the freedom to do what they want with their crypto assets, okay? This should not happen, but it is, as I expected. Now, if we look here, Mars protocol is actually open. I talked about Terra a lot and Terra Luna a lot, and we talked a bit about Mars protocol, which was the launch of it was expected to be this week, and it has been launched. This has a lot of potential to become very big for Terra. Right now, I don't know how successful it is. I haven't tried it yet. I just saw the user interface. This is what it looks like right now. I connected my wallet, but I didn't play with it yet. So I could deposit some UST. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us what APY we're going to get. Same thing, if I had some Luna, I could deposit them here and earn something, but it's not telling me anything yet. So I'm going to have to test it, see if the yields are worth the trouble or not. Welcome everybody. I'll answer the questions in the second half of the video, which is coming soon because the video is short today. But, keep an eye on this. Check it out. This is one of the first money markets on Terra. You put your deposits here. They're gonna earn something. I don't know how much yet. And you can borrow against them. And it's just starting, so they only have a couple of tokens, UST and Luna, which is like the basis of the Terra ecosystem. But the plan is to add several other crypto assets that exist on the Terra ecosystem. So at some point we should see several more of these, okay? So that is interesting. What's at my station? I have no idea. I guess it's an overview of my own portfolio. Right now I don't have anything, so it's all at zero. But anyway, I'll check it out and give you an update on this once I know what kind of APR we're supposed to be getting. Right now it doesn't say anything. All right. The markets have been going down today, but it's still fun because you can make money with them. Okay, I like to talk about Perpetual protocol because it's dirt easy to use. Okay, and I mean, if you short, which one? This is Luna. If you short Luna around here or Ether, let's have a look. Oh, come on. Yeah, Ether, pretty much everybody copies Bitcoin. I don't know why it's like that. I never understood that. Okay, Bitcoin goes down, the rest of the universe goes down. What is that? I think it's stupid. But anyway, the curves look really good if you want to short. Maybe it's a bit late in the game, I don't know, but you can try it. And you can try with really small amounts of money. And if you want to place a bet on this, it's like 10 bucks. And as I said in previous videos, I negotiated a discount rate on the commissions in the link. The link is in the description below. So if you want to try it and save 20%, you can try that. But it's a way to make money even when the market goes down. Okay, you can play with this. Try small amounts. Okay, it's super risky, obviously. But it's fun. It's fun to play. It's super easy, and you can you have 10% leverage, 10x leverage. So you can start with $50, and it's like you're playing with 500. You can start with smaller amounts, even. You know, these are bets. These are fun to play, and sometimes you can make a good amount, even when the market crashes. It's fun. All right, Anchor Protocol. Big news. It's going to a VE ANC model. VE is the same model that Andre Cronje built into Solidly. And then Andre decided to retire and everything crashed yesterday. But it's a very interesting model. It's very successful at Curve. Okay, it's a model that's been copied from Curve. And these guys, the people at Anchor are very clever, very smart. So if they're adopting the VE model, they really think it's a good model. Okay, they think that Curve is a good idea. They think that Solidly is a good idea, and that's why they're implementing VE over here. So what this means is that we have the Curve war now. Currently, there's some sort of a Solidly war. We might have an Anchor war coming soon, and that would boost the yield on Anchor, I'm hoping. Okay, that could be very, very interesting indeed. So do keep an eye on Anchor. All right. And if you look at Terra Daily, we're talking here about Lido. And Luna on Lido is totally booming. This is the Terra token here in light blue. Got Solana, which is barely perceptible here. And that's Ether at the bottom. So Terra is on a rampage right now on Lido. Lido is the protocol that invented liquid staking. So basically, you deposit these tokens, okay, and they give you the ST version of the token, which you can sell, and it's the same value as the stake token. ST is for state. So you stake your tokens here. They earn they earn some rewards from staking. And in exchange, you get a receipt. That receipt is the ST token, and you can trade that ST token for some other token. Okay, and actually, you could loop this if you wanted to. You could trade it back for regular Luna and restake that, and get another ST Luna that you restake, and so on. So you could compound your interest, your earnings here. You can also use them at other places. Okay, so it's really interesting. So keep an eye on Lido as well if you want to make some bucks. All right. I wanted to check this. Is it? I need to make sure everything is set up properly here. I think not. All right, I'm going to answer questions in a couple minutes. So post your questions. I'll answer them very, very soon. Because I'm pretty much done with the daily news. So, yeah, I want to turn this on. Okay. All right, let's look at your questions. I like your videos. Thank you very much for watching. Please show more of how you decide on investing in crypto, i.e. researching vesting schedules, etc. Typically, I look at what's going on Twitter. If you look at my Twitter account, I've got almost 5,000 Twitter projects, Twitter crypto projects that I am looking at. Okay, I turn on the notifications, I check in here what's going on, and I look at these people, and I try to see what's going on. I like to look at a bunch of stuff. It's quite random many times. Apollo DAO is, I think it's on Terra, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yeah, see, those guys deposited Y Luna on the Prism farm. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Now you got Unite, which has a really high APR at the moment. Unite crashed a few weeks ago, but now maybe it's going to revive or something. So, you know, I keep looking in here, okay? And I look, when something piques my interest, I go and check it out. And then I try to evaluate the risks. Okay, there are many kinds of risks you have to be aware of in crypto. You have the token risk, okay? Token can go up and down anytime, okay? And go against you, okay? Typically my luck is that I buy the token now and the next hour it crashes, okay? So that's one risk, okay? But there's several other risks. You have to look at the protocol risks, and the best place, I keep pushing this website. It looks like I work there, but I don't. And they don't pay me, they should. No, this is DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama is another good place to check things out, but let's go to DeFi Safety. Sorry, DeFi Safety. All right, and I'm gonna go here. So if you want to know of good places where to invest and that have that are limited risks from within the protocol, you check here. So you can see here that Solidex, although I like Solidex, I think Solidex is a good idea. It has a pathetically bad safety rating. Okay, so what does that mean? I mean, it's very risky from within, on top of the token risk. So you're multiplying your risks of things that could go wrong. So if you look here, the code in the team's not so bad. Documentation's not so bad, but here testing is 0. They haven't tested anything that we know of. Okay, they don't seem to have a testing protocol in place or testing rules in place or anything like that. Security is pathetic, access control and oracles terrible. Okay, so and DeFi safety is very can you see the top? No, you cannot. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this for you. Yeah, there we go. All right, if you look at the top here, it's called DeFi safety. Okay, the people who work there have very, very strict rules about what they consider safe and not safe. Okay, so that's why I like them. I tend to rely on them quite a bit to check before I invest anywhere. Okay, now there are some really good protocols. Just look at Pool Together, 94%. That's excellent. That's a fantastically good safety rating. Okay, even 85% here is quite good. 81%. If you see them like this green color, typically those are safer than others. But that's from within. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to invest on those projects and that you're not going to lose money. You're going to lose money. I guarantee that you will lose money if the price of the tokens that you invest on those projects goes against you. Okay, guaranteed to lose money. So I like to look at several factors, and DeFi safety doesn't list every single protocol. It's only about 200 protocols out of like the tens of thousands that exist right now. But if they're rated here and they've got a good safety rating, it gives you a little bit of peace of mind. Okay, so look in here and try to find something good. Now, remember Yearn yesterday, the token, the Wi-Fi token from Yearn crashed yesterday, but it still has a fantastically high safety rating of 96. This is one of the safest protocols out there. And it doesn't matter that Andrew Cronje left the project. He left the project over a year ago. Nobody tells you that. Okay, he hasn't touched the code at Yearn for over a year, but there's 200 people working there. Okay, there's still 200 people working there. They haven't seen Andrew in over a year. Okay, protocol is fine. Your money is safe there. Okay, you can still earn money there. Just check their Discord if you're not sure. Okay, they explain everything you need to do. Okay, just ask them. They're very nice. All right, maybe Nancy Pelosi can change her mind. Well, Nancy loves to trade on the stock market. She gets these insider trading infos, and then she's using that. Apparently, in the United States, if you're a senator, it's okay to do insider trading. I don't know. I don't work there. But yeah, if you want a good portfolio, stock portfolio, follow Nancy. Nancy's an ace at I don't know if it's her personally or her husband, or they've got a really fantastic financial advisor. Okay, but just follow Nancy Pelosi's trades on the stock market. You're probably going to be ahead of the curve. Okay, so it's a good tip. If you wanted some alpha, there's one. Because when people want to close their position, they sell the altcoins they hold first before they sell BTC. Perhaps, but still it's bullshit. Okay? Why people get scared of, I don't know, their own shadows, okay? If you invest in a project and you think it's a good project, well, it's not a good project anymore because the market went down? No. Okay, it's a little bit like saying, I don't know, Apple is, you know, Apple computer, Apple Inc., sorry, is a money-making machine. The way it's designed, okay, whether you like the Apple products or not, it's super profitable. Okay, same with like Coca-Cola. Whether or not you like soft drinks, okay, those are money-making machines. Okay, the whole structure is designed to make cash. Okay, so are there influences with rising inflation, rising interest? Yeah. Are they going to survive? Oh, definitely. They're going to outlive every single one of us. Okay, Coca-Cola has been around over 100 some years, and Apple, seems to be on a rampage for the last decade and a half since Steve Jobs came back, and even after he died, it went up like crazy. So if you hold Apple shares or Coca-Cola shares, are you going to just dump them because the market went down? That's stupid. Those things are going to give you dividends forever. They're still going to make a ton of profit. When Apple shares go down, you should buy them. Same with Coke. Okay, unless there's a major disaster. I mean, The only good equivalent I can tell you is Facebook. Facebook right now is threatened, okay, because Apple is trying to kill it, and Google is trying to kill Facebook as well, okay, and they lost a huge amount of revenue. They lost a huge amount of advertising revenue because their business model has been attacked by Apple and Google. So yeah, sometimes disasters happen, and yeah, then at that point you consider, okay, should I sell my shares or not? Okay, but don't just panic because, oh, the stock market went down, I have to sell everything. That's stupid. Or same with crypto market. I like perpetual shorts on float capital, but the liquidity is small. When it's bearish, you have to pay funding rates, eats up your capital. Yeah, but perpetual futures are designed like that. Okay, you have the funding rate to pay on all the protocols that do perpetuals. It's designed like that. Okay, so it's not just because it's float. Maybe float has less liquidity than perps, or maybe DYDX. Okay, but yeah, the futures market, the perpetual futures market is massive. We're talking billions of dollars traded every day. I'm not too concerned about liquidity unless you're dealing with a really small protocol. Even just on perp, my trades are almost instant. Okay, so I'm not having a big issue with liquidity, especially since perp only uses synthetics. All the trades are on synthetics, so there's an unlimited supply of them. So in terms of liquidity, it's like liquidity on demand. That's the nice thing about their design. Can you get taxed in using platforms where you short long crypto? Technically, yes. But you got to understand, like, perpetual futures, if you want to get into them, okay, a lot of countries don't want people to, they don't want their own citizens and residents to trade perpetual futures because they're not regulated. And so those are typically the countries that charge you a lot of tax on crypto. So either you go and you trade outside those countries, okay, and typically the countries outside of that don't charge a lot of tax on crypto, or you just don't tell them. Don't do anything illegal, okay, because technically you're supposed to be taxed on your profits, okay, whether you're long or short doesn't matter. As long as you make a profit, you're supposed to be taxed on your profits. So check with your accountant, okay, what you need to do, or use your own judgment. And in countries where they block perpetuals, well, don't use a VPN because then you would have access. Don't do that. Any inputs on Avax Staker? What do you mean? Be more clear. I'm not sure I understand your question. You want to stake Avax somewhere? I'm not sure where. Okay. You give me more information. I'll tell you. What bridge do I use to use Optimism? Okay. If you go on Perpetual, see, we could have made money while I was talking. It went down more. Damn it. Anyway. Okay, there's several bridges you can use. Okay. One of my favorite bridges, because it's very clean, I like the interface. It's called xpollinate.io. Okay. And So right now it says we are on Optimism, obviously, because I did switch. But you can, they have several blockchains, okay? And you can, let's say you go from Avalanche, let's say. You can switch around. And it shows you, these are the tokens you could bridge over. Typically, to simplify my life, the first token I send over is Ethereum, okay? Now, it says here wrapped Ethereum, so I don't think that's a good idea to do it from Avalanche. But if you were on Binance Smart Chain and you want to send it to there, you have pure ETH, okay? So, if you use Binance, for instance, okay, you could send your ETH from your Binance, your centralized exchange Binance, okay, to Binance Smart Chain, and you pay about $2-3, I think, in fees, in gas fees from the Binance centralized exchange to the Binance Smart Chain. And then from here, because you need ETH as gas. But what's fantastic about Optimism, the gas is so small. You pay just a few pennies of gas each time. A few pennies. It's really low. So you can send, so now your ETH is on Binance Smart Chain. So let's say we go with that. And we're going to send it over. Now, it's going to show you the cost. So it's around $10 to $12. So it's not free, but it's not crazy, insanely expensive. If you were to send, as far as I know, you cannot send directly from Binance Exchange to Optimism. Okay? I don't think you can yet. And so you would have to send to Ethereum first, which is going to cost you about $20, $30. And then from Ethereum, let's say we change to Ethereum, I'm going to have a look. And it's going to tell us how much it charges, $36. So you end up losing at least $50, okay? So I think it's worth the trouble to use your account to send it to Binance Smart Chain if you're using Binance. Okay, if you're using Binance. I don't think there's a way to send directly to Optimism from a centralized exchange yet. And I don't want to log in my Binance and my Gate.io. You can check that yourself. I don't think we can do it directly. So we'd have to go and send it to another chain first and then send from that other chain to Optimism. And the other chain typically that I like is BSC because the fees are not very high. All right, next. Okay. Oh, and a transaction on Perpetuel, if you want to know, it's usually about $2. But as I said, if you use the link, I have a special link. I negotiated with those guys. They don't pay me to do this. I just wanted to get something for you. And they do give me a commission, but it doesn't increase your costs. It reduces your costs. You get 20% discount on the trading fees. So everybody wins. I get a few pennies. I think I got, see, look. I got $2.60 from this deal. It's down there. Hang on, let me shrink the page a bit. So you can see here, right here. Right? I made a whole $2.60 out of that deal with them. Okay? I didn't even collect it yet. But if you like perps and you want to trade on Perpetual, on Optimism, the gas fee is super low. Okay, you're going to pay pennies on Optimism. And the trading fee is around $1 to $2, depending on the size of your trade. Okay, it's a percentage of the size of your trade, but I'm giving you a 20% discount if you click the link. And they're going to give me a couple pennies every time you trade. Isn't that nice? So, Terrarium, Voltinu, great tokens to buy, lots of hype. Yeah, well, we talked about this before. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at that lovely token. All right. I don't like hype. I like substance. And I'll show you why. Come on, vote. And it's vote Inu, I think it's called. This one. Somebody, I don't know if it's you last time, maybe it's you. Look at this lovely price here. And it's down 8% from 0 to even more 0. Okay. It doesn't look that amazing at the moment. Somebody has been selling out the token. And if we look at 90 day, well, let's make it 30 day. Well, you see what I mean? It was nothing to a little bit less than nothing. Now it's back down to nothing. Okay? I don't care how nice the protocol is. This is not an excellent price action. Okay? And that's why I'm not so excited about this project. Okay? That doesn't, the investors don't seem to think that it's worth more than 0.00000000000 something. Okay? That's why I'm not that excited about it yet. If it's a really good project, at some point the price is going to be a little bit more meaningful. Okay? But I'm not jumping on board on this thing. Not now anyway. All right. Avax Staker is pure Ponzi that will rug you. Okay, so that doesn't look good, is it? What is your take on Andre quitting DeFi, especially on Phantom? We talked about that yesterday. You didn't watch the video. You're supposed to watch my daily videos, so you get to know what I think. Basically, what happened, hang on, let me see if I can get to Decrypt. I think it was on Decrypt. Where's poor Andre? Andre, right here. Andre is essentially retiring from DeFi, okay? And if you read the articles about him, basically he's just fed up with all the negativity that's surrounding DeFi, okay? Let me see. See, here they explain that, you know, they say people are burying Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is the Yarn token. And it says, do you realize Andre hasn't worked on Yarn for over a year? And it says there are 50 full-time people and 140 part-time contributors to back things up. So it's already almost 200 people that are still working there. So it's not... Yarn is not going anywhere, and it's one of the top rated by DeFi safety. It's right here, 93%. It's one of the top 10 safest protocols out there. Okay, it doesn't matter that Andre is retired or not. It's still working. What you got to understand is that when you code and you post your code on the blockchain, it's there forever. It's perpetual. It's you cannot take it out. Okay? The code is still there. What might be missing is the user interface. Okay? So some of his projects, he might shut down the user interface, but somebody else could create a new user interface to access the code, because the code is permanent. The code is always there. Now, Solidly, okay, which is his latest project, a lot of people panic and dump the token, of course, because that's what people do. But SolidX decided to take over the UI, the user interface, and they said they're going to run it. Okay, so Solidly is still there. I think Solidly still has a chance to become a major force on Phantom. Okay, I'm still very bullish on it. I'm bullish on SolidX and Solidly, SolidX, VDAO that also is supporting the project. And hopefully at some point others like OXDAO are going to jump on board and so on and boost up the solid token. At some point, people are going to realize the real value that's in there, okay? There's potential there for Solidly to become the next Curve, okay? And even on a larger scale than Curve. So there's still a lot of life in there. The code is always there. You cannot remove the code. Remember that. You need to understand how coding works on blockchain. It's not like a regular website. Okay? On a regular website, whatever code's in there, you can change, modify, delete, whatever. Cannot do that on blockchain. Code is permanent. So that's why you have got like, if you go on Aave, they have version 1, version 2, I think version 3 is coming, Uniswap, same thing, version 1, 2, and 3. Every time there's a new version, they add a number, and they tell you, okay, you should move to that version, because the old versions we're not going to support anymore. But it's still there. So if you prefer version 1 of Uniswap, you can still use it, theoretically. You might not have a good user interface to get there, though. All right. So yeah, and the issue. Let's go back. Wrong page. Sorry. Where is he? Here. The issue with Andre is that he's been planning to leave DeFi for a long time. Look at this article. It's from August 8, 2020. Andre Cronje is tired, broke, and close to quitting DeFi. 2 years ago, he was close to quitting DeFi. He's been thinking about this for a long time. He's just fed up of all the bullshit and of all the people criticizing everything he does. Okay? He says, I'm building these things to help the people, and no matter what I do, they think I'm just there to cash it out. What they explain here, this is in 2020, I don't know his financial situation today, but if you look here, where is it? Saw it today. Yesterday, sorry. Where is the... Oh my God. I can't find it. Anyway, at some point, this is it. Cronje, who doesn't have a job, spent $42,000 building Yearn, and doubled that on audits and hosting. He said I literally launched Wi-Fi to give up these controls and costs. To finance it all, he had to take out loans on his house and is about $20,000 in debt. This is in 2020. Today, I have no idea what his financial situation is. He doesn't call me at home to tell me how he's doing, okay? But in 2020, despite having a very, very successful Yearn project, he was in debt. Okay, the guy is just a coder. He loves to code. Okay, that's his passion. Okay, he doesn't like to deal with investors saying, "When is there an airdrop?" And I lost money on the Wi-Fi token. I want my money back. He just tells you to fuck off and let him code. Okay, and now after several years of doing this and dealing with all kinds of bullshit, he says, "Okay, I'm done. I've done 25 DeFi projects already. Enough." Okay, enough of the crap. Personally, I think at some point, I think right now he's probably suffering from, I don't know, depression or something. And maybe he's going to come back later in a year or two. I don't know. Because he's really a coder. Okay, and he's still working on something behind the scenes. So I don't think he's going to quit coding, but he's definitely going to quit being in the limelight. That's for sure. Okay, so and we're going to close in about 10 minutes because I have to go to an appointment. Where are we? Okay, what is your take on Andre? Okay, we'll do that. What's your take on XRP? Do you think win, lose, or settlement? The SEC and the SEC will try every kind of dirty trick they can to try to kill XRP, obviously. But so far, it looks, I don't know, unless there's some new item that I'm not aware of, I think XRP is going to win. If it does, that would be a big boost for crypto in general. Okay, I'm not buying XRP because I don't know what to do with it. There's no DeFi on that thing. It's just a pure speculative play, in my opinion. But if you really like XRP, do what you like with it. V market cap is like DeFi Llama, by the way. V market cap, what is that? Let's check. V market. What is that? Well, I cannot find VE market cap. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Google can't find it. So Ethereum is just a piss take with the gas prices. Well, gas prices have dropped considerably on Ethereum right now. I don't know if you checked, but it's a lot lower. What is this? Berlin with that 2 rewards. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. It was weekend. Okay, whatever. Hi, thanks for the amazing content. Thank you for watching. What are you personally doing with Rep Memo? I would not mind hodling. This is money I don't need for the next 10 years. Well, that's what I'm doing. I bought it, I'm hodling. And I'm just waiting for Wonderland to put its act together, which might take a long while. I'm not holding my breath. It could take months before they put the new team in place to manage the treasury, manage the devs, manage the PR and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. It might take a long time to hire the right people. I don't know what they're doing. They don't talk much about it. Maybe they're doing nothing. I have no idea. I have no idea. Andrew in rehab now, petting a therapy dog. Well, I really like Andre. I mean, come on, he created. Without Andre, DeFi would not be what it is right now. Okay, he's a major force behind Curve. Definitely created major innovation with Yearn. Major force behind Phantom. Major force behind the VE model that's now being used all over the place. Okay. You just saw today Anchor is going to adopt the VE model that Cronje developed. He's a major influence. The guy's a coder, and he likes to talk to coders. He doesn't like to talk to investors, speculators, and morons that don't understand how the crypto market works. Okay. He likes to talk to coders. Okay, coders understand him. He understands coders. That's his world. Okay, and he should just focus on that and forget all the bullshit that comes around. Okay, I think he needs a PR agency to handle the crap. Okay, for him and not deal with that himself. Why people are acting like it's a death of DeFi since Andre left? Because people are morons. They don't check the facts. That's what I try to do here. Okay, I try to dig up what's really happening, and I try to give it to you guys. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Sometimes I make mistakes and everything. I'm not perfect, but I really try to find what's really going on, and I try to give you the facts as straight as possible. There are so many innovative people pulling off new things. Well, that's the thing. You need a lot. That's what I love about crypto. It's full of innovators. It's full of new projects. 99% of them are going to die. But you want creativity. You want new things to happen and be tested on the market. And you guys are the guinea pigs that, have are used as test subjects on these projects. Remember that. Okay, when you try a new project, you're a guinea pig. Okay, and you're used to test projects, and sometimes it's successful, and sometimes most of the time it's not. So always be careful. That's what I'm saying. Every time there's a new project out there, it's a bet. Okay, it's like going to the horse racing track and you're betting on a horse, okay, you can lose your money super fast. Remember that, okay? And that's why invest responsibly. Don't put all your money on Wonderland because you think it's fantastic, and then Wonderland crashes and you think Daniele stole your money. It doesn't work like that, okay? Understand what happens. I like your patience on explaining things, sir. I still don't get the liquid crypto from the last video. Okay. Let's go to Lido. Lido invented liquid. So there's Polygon Lido. I'm gonna have to change to Polygon. All right, so this is Lido. You can stake your Matic token here, okay? And so right now I don't have any whatever, but they're gonna give you one ST Matic token for each Matic token you stake, and it's gonna earn income. Okay, your Matic tokens, when they're staked, they earn income. Okay, and in exchange, they're giving you a ST Matic token, and you can trade that ST Matic token for anything else you want. So when you stake it, and when you take a token and you stake it, we could go on Ethereum as well. We could change this. At Lido, you can stake Ethereum, you can stake Luna, you can stake Matic, you can stake Solana. They have a bunch of things you can stake. Okay. And staking is, a lot of people like to stake because they earn income. But then they say, okay, well, now I've got like $10,000 or $20,000 or $100,000 staked, okay? But I found some opportunities that I'd like to take advantage of that could give me even more income. But I don't want to unstake because I'm happy with the earnings I'm getting here. What can I do? Well, Lido says, okay, that's fine. We're going to give you some ST token. So we've got ST ETH, ST Matic, ST whatever. Okay? So it gives you liquidity. Okay? Liquidity is you can trade it. You can swap it for something else. You want USDC, swap it for USDC. You want to swap it for more Matic, swap it for more Matic. Whatever you want, okay? That's what liquid means. Liquid is you can buy and sell it. A lot of people, for instance, right now are saying the problem with NFTs is that they're not liquid, okay? You buy, a CryptoPunk or whatever, okay, that's not nice and dandy. Maybe you paid, I don't know, 50 Ether for it or whatever. So it's worth a lot of money, but you can't do anything with it. You can't stake it, you can't borrow against it, you can't get any money out of that asset. It's like frozen, okay? So liquidity unfreezes the asset, okay? That's what liquidity means. And Lido invented liquid staking, okay? So you stake your token and they give you liquidity by giving you another token that you can trade, okay? It's like doubling your money, essentially. Okay. Lost all my money on Wonderland. Well, you didn't have a lot of money, or if you had a lot of money on Wonderland, you're a fool. I mean, why would you put all your money on a single project? Okay? My very first video about Wonderland. Very risky, I said. What does that mean? That means you put a small percentage of your portfolio on anything that's very risky. You put like 1%, 2%, something like that. You don't put 100% of your portfolio or 70% of your portfolio on a single risky asset. It's madness. Okay? You have to understand what the risks are. And if you go to DeFi safety, Wonderland has a pathetic safety rating. Okay? You go here, right? You type Wonderland, right? 22% safety rating. Okay, the code and the team are really amazing. The rest is shit. Is that clear enough about the risk? Okay? That's just the protocol risk. That's without the price action risk. Okay? All right, thank you. Have an amazing week. You too. Matic Staker's fork on Avax just launched today. Yeah, that looks like a scam also. People don't seem to respect people like Andre and appreciate just how much they have achieved in DeFi. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. MX Alman made give up on Avax Staker. Read the frigging audits. The auditors literally tell you to run away from the project. That's good. But why did the auditors actually take on the client when they know it's a scam? You know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is that people rarely read audits. I'm the only one on YouTube that I know of that opens up an audit for people to and explain what's going on in there. Okay, have you seen another influencer on YouTube that does that? I haven't. Okay, and people will say, oh, they have an audit, so it's good. They automatically, and they're not going to read a single line of the audit. Okay, so so you're going to have these scam projects that are going to be audited, and so people say, oh, it's good, it's audited, it's going to be fantastic, right? Maybe the SEC is after Andre. I don't think so. Andre is from South Africa. I don't even know where he lives. Okay, probably in Europe or something. We love you for finding the facts and sharing it live with new investors like me. Thank you very much for watching. Well stated. Thank you. Can you take a quick look at into Safu, whatever that is? It's just like Titano or something else. Team looks enthusiastic and docs. And that's on Aperture. I don't know what that is. I got a fat bag of solid and it was less than $1. What do you think it could reach? I don't know. I'm not good at making price predictions, okay, especially on brand new projects. On bigger projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, I have a pretty good idea where it's going long term. But solidly and SolidX, it depends, okay? There's a guy that's really bullish on this, okay? I talked about him. And he thinks people still don't realize how it works yet. At some point, people will wake up, and once they do, it's going to go back up. So I would hold it for long term. Keep it at least a year and see what happens, okay? That's my take. That's what I'm doing with my tokens. All right. Okay, let's have a quick look. I need to leave in a couple minutes. So Safu, what the hell is that? If it's not on CoinGecko, it doesn't exist, okay? Safu. What is that? It doesn't exist. There's no Safu with 2U. Aperture, that rings a bell. Aperture. But it ain't there. So, as I said, if it's not on CoinGecko, it doesn't exist. Okay, maybe it does exist, but it means it's too young, okay? It's too risky, okay? So wait a bit for projects like this. Okay, automated delta neutral. Okay, well, you got a URL or something. Are they on Twitter at least? Let me check. Twitter. Last check before I shut down for today. Okay, come on. Aperture. Aperture Cinema. Aperture Finance. Okay, that might be it. Cross-chain investment ecosystem community-driven marketplace for strategies, a portal to DeFi 2.0, Aperture Finance. I'm not aware of them, so let's have a look quickly. All right. I'll have to look at it later. I don't have time right now. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your question. Don't forget to like the video, please, so that YouTube sends us more viewers. Okay, and